So many of my question videos got so much good feedback, and I keep getting so many questions from you guys. So I'm just going to keep rolling with my questions videos, and I'm going to start splitting them up into topics. But I do still get random questions that don't really relate to any specific topic, and so I'm just going to do like my general questions videos too, like I have been doing. So I have 9 more questions that you guys have asked, and please keep asking them because I think it's super interesting what you guys want to know, and I hope you guys find it helpful when I answer them. So the first question is, what is my full-time job? I get asked this a lot in related to tattoos and modeling, whether modeling is my full job, and also how I have a job with my tattoos. So I actually work in film production, and mostly what I work on is commercials. I've also done some music videos, but the last couple commercials I've done, if you guys have seen the Staples Dave commercial with the redheaded guy, I did those, and I've done a bunch of car commercials, did an Audi commercial. Gosh, I don't know, I've done a lot of commercials. That's kind of my bread and butter, and in the film industry, commercials are kind of where the money's at, so that's mostly what I work on. But basically what film production is like everything that is entailed in putting a commercial together. So like getting permits and booking, getting all the talent set, and getting like your camera people, your crew, getting all that together, getting locations together, just kind of like making sure that everything is running, and that's what I do. That's my day-to-day. So I hope that answers your question. Sometimes people get confused when I try to explain what I do, because it is kind of like a huge crazy job and a huge crazy industry, but it's really fun. I get to be on sets, and I get to see the behind the scenes of how things work, and I like it. I love it. I have a great job and I can't complain. So the next question that I get so much is if marriage and kids are in my future. And absolutely, I'm very traditional, and Trevor and I have talked about marriage a lot, and I think we're just kind of waiting until we're both in a more stable place, both for marriage and kids. But it's definitely something that we've talked about and the direction that we're heading, and I think I only want one child. I think that's enough, and people a lot of the time are like, you know, you're going to want a buddy for your kid or whatever, but I have friends that are single children, and or single kids? Is that what it's called? Only children, that's the word I'm looking for. I have friends that are only children, and they seem to be happy, and I have lots of kids in my family, so anyways, that may have been in way too much detail, but the short answer is yes, I do want marriage and kids. The next one is how was working with David Lynch. I actually was in David Lynch's last music video. I got a call. He actually had handpicked 10 of us by himself. He just kind of found us and wanted us in his video. He's actually putting out a new CD, and this is the video of the first single. So it was so awesome working with him. He was so nice. And just very polite and almost kind of like old-fashioned in his way of interacting with people, and his politeness and his manners. And he shook all of our hands when we were finished shooting and thanked us all for being in his video, which was crazy because we had the honor of being in his video. But it was really cool and really wild, and I can't really tell you guys any details because I signed contracts, so I can't tell you what is in it, what it's about, and all of that stuff. But just keep your eyes peeled for his new video, and you'll see me in it. And it was a lot of fun, so I have nothing but good things to say about David Lynch. The next question is if I have any pet peeves, and as a human being, we all have pet peeves. I probably have too many to list, but see, off the top of my head, I can't stand when people chew with their mouth open. It makes me want to vomit. I hate the smacking sound that comes along with it. I also don't like people that drive like assholes, people that don't use their signals, people that tailgate. I live in LA, so I have to deal with it on a daily basis, and it's so dangerous, and it just drives me crazy. I think it's so rude when people swerve in and out of traffic and cut people off and all of that. So I think that's... Oh, and my number one like day-to-day pet peeve is when Trevor leaves the toilet seat up. It drives me crazy, and he's actually way better at it now, and he usually leaves it down. But when we first got together, he had never lived with a lady friend before, and so he used to do it all the time, and I had to punch him in his face until he stop doing it. I didn't actually punch him in his face, but yeah, that was one of my old pet peeves. The next one is, where do I shop? And if you guys watch my videos, you see a lot of the companies that I like and the places that I shop and the accessories that I buy and stuff like that. But on like a day-to-day basis and for like staples and stuff like that, I really like just like the standard mall stores like Forever 21, H&M, Express, Charlotte Russe. I have a strip on Melrose, and there's tons of stores, and they're kind of like along the same lines as those stores, but you can find things. Sorry if you guys can hear that. People upstairs are being loud again. But anyways, you can find the same kind of stuff at those stores on Melrose, and it's about the same price, but there's more unique things. So I like shopping there because I find when you shop at like mall stores, everybody tends to get the same stuff, especially when you're like dressing rockabilly or whatever. It all just kind of looks the same. So but yeah, I like to shop at all different places. I'll go into any store and find something that I like, but I just like to shop, and I like to find unique pieces, so I'm always looking. Oh my god, seriously. Sounds like they're killing somebody up there. Okay, so the next question is where I get my glasses. And if you guys haven't seen my glasses, I've worn them in a few of my videos. I'm going to put them on, but they're prescription, so they're kind of hard for me to see in when I'm wearing contacts. There we go. So they're just basic, like, vintage 50s cat eye, whatever. Woo! I actually got them at an antique store in Washington years ago. I don't even know how many years ago. It was when I still lived up there. They have so many great little antique places up there, and they were only $5. I just found them in a $5 bin and bought them, and my cousin is an optometrist, so he filled them for me. His optometry office, it's been passed down from his grandfather, and so they still have vintage frames there, so they know how to work. The problem with vintage frames is a lot of the time they're made of vintage material, especially the plastic, so when they heat up to put the prescription in, sometimes it'll crack and break, so they really have to know what they're doing. So be sure, especially if you invest in an expensive pair of vintage glasses, that you don't take it to like a lens crafters or something like that. A lot of the time they won't even do it because they don't want to risk breaking it, but if it's not a legit place and they say they'll do it, I'd be wary, because if they break them, they're vintage, so you won't be able to find another pair. But anyways, so yeah, my glasses are vintage. There's lots of places online that you can find vintage glasses, and if you live in big cities, they usually have stores that carry them. So the next question, it's not really like a question, but I get asked a lot about the music that's in my videos. Like, people will ask, what's the band and what's the song? And I always credit the music that's in my videos. So if you want to know what music is in a specific video, wait till the very end of the video, and I always say who the band is, and I also always put it in the description that's typed out underneath my video. So it'll always say who the band is. It doesn't always say what the song is, and sometimes I use multiple songs by the same artist in the video, so I'll just put who the artist is, but I credit everything. So if you want to know what a song is, or who a song is by, just look in my description or wait till the end of the video, and that'll tell you. So my next question is if I have any allergies, and I don't actually have like seasonal allergies. I'm not allergic to like dust or mold or any of that, but I am allergic to Vicodin and most opiates. So I can't have Vicodin, I can't have like Percocet, or codeine makes me sick. I assume I can't have heroin. Never tried it, but it would probably make me sick too. So yeah, no painkillers for me, which sucks when I need them, but I use other things. But other than that, I don't have any allergies, no food allergies or anything. And then the last question is, did I go to college? And I did go to college. I have a 1 degree in drug and alcohol counseling, and I actually did that for 2 years before I decided to go back to school. I worked with teenagers. I worked with homeless teenagers that had addiction problems. And then I went back to school, and I got my bachelor's degree in business with a minor in marketing. So that's kind of the degree that I'm working off of now. But I do have a degree. I went to Washington State University, and I gotta say, since I got my degree, it's still sitting on my bookshelf. I haven't even taken it out. So, but it was definitely useful. I would not trade my college experience for anything. I do have crazy student loans, but I did learn so much in college and so many things that have helped me in my career now and just kind of in life. It's good to go to school. It's good to enrich your brain and make yourself more educated. So So anyways, there's all my questions for now. If you guys have more questions, as usual, please leave them below and I will try to answer all of them. And I try to credit the people that ask them, but sometimes questions are asked by so many people that I just kind of answer them without giving credit to anybody. So if you asked a question, it was answered and I didn't credit you, I'm sorry, but it's because you were going up against a lot of other people. So anyways, hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.